Alright, let's see if we are live. We should be. Yep, we are live. Excellent. Hello everyone, Ace here, and today we are doing a new live stream. And of course, for those who checked, we are of course doing the original Empire Earth. Now, I'm planning on actually going through a few of the campaign missions. And we'll see how it goes, shall we? I hope you're all having a good day. And by the way, this will be with Neo Empire Earth, so... yeah, anyways. Hopefully the game itself shows... well, the cutscenes are still a little bit wonky, but hopefully the actual game itself should be fine. I believe it's set to run in 1080, so it should be. Okay. Menu screen is still a little silly on that regard, but yeah, it is set to 1080, so we should be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into one of these campaigns. I think since we'll actually go with the German campaign to start off.
The early days of aviation were exciting and dangerous times. A sputtering engine, a wooden frame, and a skin of fabric were all that kept the first flyers in the air. Following the outbreak of the Great War in 1914, pilots had an additional danger to contend with: bullets. Manfred Freiherr von Richthofen has been assigned to the newly created German Air Force as an observer. He and his pilot Hulk have flown behind the lines of the Eastern Front to photograph the current positions of the retreating Russian army. But near the city of Wisnice, they encounter a barrage of ground fire. With their plane full of holes and billowing smoke, they are forced to ditch. Now, deep in Russian-held territory, they must try to salvage their mission and survive their journey back to German headquarters.
Hey, Guten Tram, how's the day going for you? Alright, so here's the map here. For the most part, we can do a little bit of a history here. Some hints as well. So we can actually see farther than the Russian troops, which will help us do some minor scouting later in the game, especially, which will be important. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And this should hopefully take us right into a full-on nice 1080 view, so let's try it.
Look ahead. Wisnice is burning. Should we go around?
Nonsense. We fly straight through. What has happened? I'm losing control. The engine is dying.
No fear. It is stupid, after all, to die so needlessly a hero's death.
Damn. We've been hit by Russian fire. What excitement, eh, Manfred? But we live, though I have lost all my equipment in the flames.
And I have only my camera, my pistol, and a few bullet cartridges. We'd best get going. If we travel west, we should meet our advancing army.
Alright, so... Guten Tram says... nearly rammed some sea on a bike. He thought I was a Jedi or something. He decided not to use his signal lights. That is unfortunate. But at least you're all right, right? Let's speed this up by pressing plus on the keypad there.
My wife, my poor wife.
Good sir, what is the matter?
Russian soldiers from the barracks just ahead have stolen all our food and taken my wife. My brothers and I could not stop them, for we have no weapons save our pitchforks.
If anything can be done, we shall do it.
Would true gentlemen do any less?
Alright. Gutentrom says, besides that, doing great, sire. What about you? Doing pretty good, I'd say.
Of course.
Now for some sport.
Leave her alone, you swine.
Germans? To arms! To arms!
Yeah, we are under attack. I'm coming up.
Oh, Joseph, thank God in heaven I am free.
Well, we must now face our foes with only my camera, as my pistol is empty. Ja? Jawohl. What's what?
Alright, so now they'll hopefully help us out a little bit.
My dearest Sophia is safe. There must be some way I can repay you.
We are seeking a path through the forest, going west.
My brothers and I will gladly assist you.
Alright, so here's some gameplay, video game logic for you. Find a way through the forest by cutting down some of the trees. Which is kind of silly, admittedly, when you think about it. But, oh well, that's how the game was set up, so I'm not going to complain too much. Alright, so now we can go through.
You should now be safely on your way west. Thank you again for saving my beloved Sophia.
An old artillery depot. If I can get up close to sites such as this, I can photograph them and still complete our scouting mission. This site has been photographed.
Alright. Now, there is another place north I could go to, or I could try to avoid some patrols, like these guys. Where are they? Oh. So I guess I can go this way then, if they're clearly on a patrol route of some sort. Ooh. But all I need to do is get down this way. There's an airfield down there, but if I head north, there should be a barracks or something. Here we go. And this will give us access to ammo for the pistols and all that, so we can actually
This site has been
start
photographed.
attacking stuff again.
We can photograph 2 more sites such as this. We will have all the information our troops need to control this sector.
Oh, at last a pistol for myself. And some bullets for you as well, Manfred.
We'll go to the airfield here, and there's a reason why I'm doing it this way rather than going north over there. It's because you can only photograph 4 sites. So we'll take the airfield here, and then finally,
This site has been photographed.
to the west, I believe there is a hospital. We can, and if we photograph the area, we actually are able to use the hospital, I think. There we go. These guys are down, so we can now head further west and took them down, which is nice. All right.
This site has been photographed. I'm nearly out of film. But we have all the pictures we need. Now, if we can only make it back to the German lines.
This place has countless medical supplies. We should remember it in case we are ever needful.
Forward, men! Let's drive the Russians out of this sector.
Alright, so now we have a plan to deal with the Russians' front line. I'll just get some artillery going. And while we're at it, we will also get our barracks churning out some snipers. Just need a few of them. Now, you do have a limited amount of resources to get this part of the mission done, but at this stage, we pretty much just need to really get a clearing, or get an opening in one of these positions here, and we should be good. So I think if we push south, we can probably... If we can nearly take out one of these here, ooh, we can actually take out the pillbox, which would make this a lot easier. So now we can hopefully slip through the south here, and they won't notice us when we make our push. Alright, so we'll start upgrading the artillery. And we'll upgrade the snipers as well. I think those are the only ones I really need to upgrade for the most part. And let's see. So once we get to the outskirts of the city here, we could actually send Manfred and his buddy there through, and that should be perfectly good. Alright. Snipers are, of course, going to be really useful because they have the range advantage and can see for a great distance. Now, they're not very effective against cavalry, but they are effective against infantry and can just one-shot them, obviously. And they're also stealthed, which means the enemy is not going to be able to see them. Murderous Kitten says, "Greetings, I am not here to murder anyone." And Guttentrom says, "I remember artillery being broken on this game." Artillery is pretty effective. Especially given that there are multiple types of artillery. Just delete these barbed wires so my stealth units aren't spotted more. Oh, artillery. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Alright, now that we've actually beaten the... There we go. Now all we have to do is just... Oh, that's a problem. Alright, I actually think we have an opening now. We can just go slip right on through. They won't be able to stop us there because we've got our forces in the south here are pretty much controlling that area. So, ooh. Just need to avoid the pillboxes that you walked right into, but that's okay. Alright. And hopefully there's no artillery or anything to really mess us up, but I don't think... There might be, but... Okay, there are doughboys here. We just have to get in the protection of the snipers, and we should be good. And we made it. And that should be the end of this mission. Hold on, my chat disconnected a little bit. Reconnecting, okay.
Count Hulk, Freiherr von Richthofen. It's good to see you both. We believe you lost. I shall provide horses at once to return you to your aerodrome. Your pictures will be of great value as we continue to gain ground in this sector.
Your Highness, you are most kind.
Indeed, Your Highness. Though I must confess my disinterest in returning to an oat-driven mode of transportation. I find myself more at home in the sky than in the saddle of late.
Alright, so that is the end of that mission. I like how they actually had a little bit more world building to this too, where you had some small towns in the east here that you didn't have to visit or anything, and you weren't really rewarded, if I remember correctly, for doing so, but still, nice little touch. So they did have quite a few defenders in that area up there, definitely. Anyways, though, I think this is a good... Well, we pretty much beat the mission, so let's see how we did. Yeah, that felt relatively short. Military, we did the best. We did the best. Economy as well, which is amusing. And society, we did the best. Alright. Nice. Alright. So, next mission is supply and demand. So, let's go ahead and give that a shot, shall we?
Britain's naval blockade against Germany is taking its toll. Germany's high seas fleet is well built, but it is no match for the British fleet, especially in their home waters. To break the blockade, the high seas fleet opts to lure enemy vessels back to friendly waters where they can be sunk piecemeal. In a stroke of luck for Germany, the Brits have replaced Winston Churchill as First Lord of the Admiralty. Perhaps his successor will be more susceptible to German ploys. The Kaiser and the War Office have several major offensives planned for the end of the year. But without supplies, they are doomed to failure.
Alright. Well, that's actually some interesting nods to history that they've done with this mission. Because Winston Churchill was removed, although I'm not sure if well, yeah, apparently this was in the time period, but basically the story is Winston Churchill was no longer what was the rank? First Lord of the Admiralty, because of the Gallipoli campaign. And, well, I think anyone that's familiar with the Gallipoli campaign understands how that exactly went and why he ended up losing his job there. But anyways, interesting, though. Nice little nod there. Okay, so some hints here when trading with Denmark. Make sure to give exactly 500 food or wood. Build an airport. The Albatross is better against enemy aircraft than the Fokker. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a shot, shall we?
Our game of cat and mouse with the Allies moves to the icy waters of the North Sea. Our navy, though gallant, does not have the numbers to match the grand fleet of the British on the open water. Instead, they must commit our warships to defensive roles, most importantly, to protecting our shipping.
His Majesty Christian X has decreed that the Kingdom of Denmark is to remain neutral in this war. However, we are willing to trade with all parties in the conflict and will gladly accept food and wood for gold and iron. Exact change only, please.
The Kaiser has several major offensives in mind for the coming year. In order to ensure we have adequate supplies for the plans, at least 20 shipments of war material must be received. Once docks and navy yards are built, the shipments can start to arrive.
Alright. Well, this area here is important, but it's going to get attacked a lot, and this one is also pretty important. just get ourselves something there made. We do need a farm, so we'll be getting that produced, and we will want some wood. I'll start off with 5 wood, or 5 guys working on that.
How can I help?
And I want
Right away.
some anti-aircraft guns set up post haste. We do need more gold.
Ready? Okay. How can I help?
All right, now we can go ahead and get ourselves some farms going.
Right away. Ready?
Okay.
I do have some civ points. How many? 25.
Okay.
I think I'll hold on to them for now, just for the sake of it. I know it makes the mission easier to complete to have them, obviously, but...
Ready? Okay. Ready? Right away. How can
Alright, so I think we are good on that front. Let's go ahead and get our farm going.
Right away.
How can I help?
Okay. Ready. Right away.
And once that's done, we can actually start building a second set of AA guns right over here. That'll protect this area. The big problem is, of course, to an extent going to be the Royal Navy is going to be a bit of a problem, but not too bad, hopefully. Got enough gold to fully upgrade these bad boys. Nice.
Ready? How can I help?
Okay.
I'll get some more AA guns up there. This is a pretty decent location for them, I think, so that's good. Alright, so...
Right away.
Ready. Okay.
Alright, so this should be a good little stopgap measure for these. This should be pretty effective at dealing with the enemy aircraft once they start coming in.
Ready? Right away. How can I help?
Okay.
Ready?
Right away.
Just need enough air for a third. There we go.
Ready.
Right away.
Okay.
How can I help? Right away. Ready?
Okay.
I do find it a little bit amusing that the British are using Gothas to try to attack us, but the way this game's set up, that's fine, I guess. It's supposed to be a strategy game that, of course, takes place over the entire course of human history, so... Anyways, so let's see what we actually have. Okay, so we don't have anything there of note. So let's actually go ahead and start getting our Navy up and running. And I do believe we are going to need more wood to accomplish that, so we'll do that as well. And there we are. I'm going to build mainly naval yards if possible to try to set up it. Mainly go with submarines. That's the plan. With maybe some fighter bombers or something just to... Ooh. They sent a whole bunch of bombers out.
Appropriate naval facility is now complete. Shipments of war materials can commence.
Alright, we need another set of these if they're going to spam us with that many bombers.
How can I help? Okay.
Good news is naval yards do cost wood, but we have plenty of wood right now, so... What we don't have a whole lot of is gold, but... Let me check. I think... Yeah, good news. The U-boats require iron rather than gold, so I am good on that front. We'll get a third one of these. That should cover our needs on that. Then I can go ahead and... There we go.
Ready. Okay.
But yeah, if they're going to send that many bombers after us, we're going to need more of these.
Okay.
Alright. Oh yeah, those require wood, too. I forgot.
Ready? Okay.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and upgrade the granary here. And we'll also get ourselves some more citizens on that.
How can I help?
There should be more than enough here to stop their air attacks, at least on this city. Now, I could build the Colosseum once I am... Well, that's a lot of planes going down. But they did badly damage the dock there, so we do need to repair that. Actually, instead, I'll save myself the money out. The food I would have spent... Oh.
Right away.
So apparently I cannot repair that, which is unfortunate. They do have a few dreadnoughts up north, so good to know.
Our course set in course. Plotting new course. Setting course. Plotting new course.
I'll get these guys upgraded as well as possible.
Setting course.
That should hopefully allow us to engage at least a few of these dreadnoughts.
Setting course. Plotting new course. First officer.
Alright, so that's doing good. They sent a whole bunch more planes after us. It did not work out in the way they intended. They do appear to have taken out a whole bunch of people, though, unfortunately.
First officer here. Setting course. First officer. Running new course.
Alright.
To increase our chances for success against the English, we have authorized a covert mission in Britain. Send a U-boat to a dock or navy yard in Great Britain to transmit a coded message to one of our undercover operatives. He will know what to do.
Alright. Bring a U-boat to the dock there. Okay, sounds simple enough.
Our course, sir. First officer here.
See, do I want speed. I want these things to go faster.
Course.
So, let's also go ahead and get this repaired. And while we are at it, now's a good time to start building more U-boats.
Ready. Right away.
I mean, we are shooting down a lot of planes, it's just...
First officer here. Our course, sir.
How can I help? Okay. Ready. Ready.
Where are these two going?
Okay.
Ready.
Right away.
Our course, sir. First officer here. Plotting new course. Setting course.
We'll sink that.
Our course, sir. Plotting new course. Our course, plotting new course. Setting course.
There it is.
Plotting new course.
This is the signal I have been awaiting. I must
Right,
proceed
slow
to the
down.
nearby capital and plant my forged documents there. When their supply lines are in disarray, it should relieve some of the pressure on my countrymen.
Unfortunately, the aircraft here can kill your spy pretty easily if you're not careful. And I love how it's not even that nearby, despite what they just told you. But I digress. There is a pillbox there, and it is chewing him up a little bit, but that's not the big problem. The big problem is going to be these bombers if they have their way with him. Alright, there we go. There, here we are.
Success. The fall supply orders I planted will divert the fuel needed by the British Air Forces to other bases in Britain. That should keep the skies in this sector clear for quite some time.
Nice. Alright. Now that we've gotten that dealt with, let's go ahead. Wait, oh, apparently something funny's been happening. I hope there haven't been any super chats or something. Because apparently... Okay, there haven't been. Alright, so my apologies, guys, but apparently I was having a weird problem with YouTube that kept me from seeing comments because it was not updating something or whatever. Gutentrom says, to me, at least it's not like Civ where you might have nukes and people have Tyree. Actually, that can happen in this. It's rare, but it can happen.
Ready.
Okay.
How can I help? Right away. Okay.
Anyways, so we've gotten that. But it's not going to happen in this era. It happens later on. I don't know what's going on with the AI here, but... Oh yeah, I was going to populate this into a town center. Now, I can build an air base, which will cause me to have an air force to help protect this area. I will do that, so...
Okay.
Let's see, where's the nearest... Here we go.
Right away.
That should give me an easy additional 15 aircraft there, or however many it's going to give me, including the Red Baron.
I consider it a great honor to be reassigned to this sector of the front. These supplies are vital to the German people and the war effort. I will provide whatever assistance I can to ensure that they get through.
Alright, so the transports are actually doing their job.
Okay.
Barbella says best game ever and greetings from Germany. Thank you very much. And yes, this is easily my favorite RTS of all time. Build a hospital there, so my people can heal up. And Hyperdimension Bliss says you can see the aspects that were carried over to Dawn of the Modern World and what was changed. Yep. Curiously, I actually ended up playing Dawn of the Modern World before I ended up playing this. In fact, that is what got me interested into this game in the first place, and really once I started playing it, I instantly fell in love with this game. Alright, now we've got plenty of resources to go around. Looks like we've got a formation of fighter bombers, which is nice.
Ready, sir.
Oh, I'm lacking iron, okay. What I'll do is I'll improve the speed of these bad boys, which should hopefully mean they'll be able to travel farther distance as well. But increasing the firepower is going to go a long way anyways.
Officer, setting course. Plotting new course.
Alright, so I'll send some U-boats out. I still don't know what's going on with the AI in terms of why they're sending all the citizens to gather over here, but okay. Anyways, I do believe we can actually trade now a little bit with Denmark for supplies. We'll send them 500. And let's see what that actually does for us.
We are under attack. Ready, sir.
There we go.
First officer.
Okay, so there's a frigate to deal with.
Plotting new course.
Which, to be fair, frigates do counter subs, but we have so many of them and they are fully upgraded, so that oh, and the frigate's fully upgraded. But we have so many subs that it shouldn't matter too much. Yep.
Plotting new course.
This mission is fairly easy once you get going, so I wonder if they've got another force up here to deal with. They might. They do. Okay. And it's mostly frigates. Hooray.
Our course, sir. Setting course.
Alright, so submarine dealt with. Or not. Frigate dealt with, my bad. We will go ahead and... Chat Noir says build a lighthouse that will help you find ships. That is actually a good idea. I will... Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, I kind of need the iron to have more submarines. That's why. So we've got... That's transport. One more transport, so that's another one there. That should take us down to 2. And that should take us down to 1. So we would need just one more transport to get through. Oh, we're at the pop cap. Okay. Well, actually, I could send my Air Force up here and try to deal with the British that way.
Our course, sir. Setting course.
Alright. Litterus Hornick says, oh, hi, German campaign. Yep. And it looks like we've gotten the...
The supplies for the coming offensives have been successfully delivered, and just in time. Intercepted messages indicate that the former British First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, has been pushing for greater use of a new weapon in the war. Tanks. It would seem Churchill was in the wrong branch of the service.
There we go. Alright, so this is another one mission for us, so that's good. I think I'll do one more mission of the German campaign, then I'll try another campaign real quick. Because, I will say this, the Red Baron mission, which is actually based around the Battle of Verdun, is a pretty good mission in my opinion. But the Somme mission, which is actually based around the Spring Offensive, turns into a bit of a grindy slog. Appropriate, given it's a World War I setting, but it can drag on a little bit too long for my taste. And don't worry, we're still going to get some of that grind with the Red Baron mission as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump in.
The stalemate along the Western Front has dragged on and on. The Battle of Verdun, a fight over a mere 10 square kilometers, which has already lasted 3 months, is chewing up men like no battle ever before. Nearly 100,000 men have fallen dead or wounded so far. Germany began the offensive hoping to wear down France's will to fight, but the attack's early momentum has since dwindled away. Now, the German High Command has detected a possible weakness in one sector and sees an opportunity to grab new territory. The plan hinges on capturing or eliminating 3 French strongholds in the region. Veteran troops and flyers, including Manfred von Richthofen, now feared by the Allies as the Red Baron, have been dispatched to the area. Their orders: destroy the 3 forts by any means necessary.
Alright. Let's go in and have a look at some of the hints here. Engineers can be used to build pillboxes and barbed wire. A good advice, yes. Don't wait too long to produce more troops. The French certainly won't. French air power will be non-existent at first, but will build up slowly. Don't forget to prepare a small force of fighters. Albatross is more effective against other aircraft than the Fokker. Yeah, but the Fokker has more versatility, which is why I prefer it, typically. The 3 French forts are quite large. They offer lots of room to make a forward outpost to springboard further attacks. Which is, to be fair, a option, but I could also, if I remember correctly, pretty much beat this game using just the supply lines that already exist, basically. Don't forget your artillery spotter balloon. It can be quite useful when the balloon is positioned over a fort. Selecting a building inside the fort will call in a devastating one-time barrage. Basically, it will allow you to insta-delete one of the 3 forts, if you can get it there. But if you lose it, you are going to be stuck with having to go and attack all 3 forts. Now, let's see. This actually does show us an in-game of the positions we have to fight. Unfortunately, it does not appear to be showing us anti-aircraft positions, which is a little bit of a problem. But the big one, I think, should be Fort Douaumont. If we do a artillery attack on Douaumont there and just insta-delete it, we can then turn our attention to Fort Vaux and then finally Fort Souville after that. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in.
Today, we have an opportunity for a major breakthrough. Although the Allies are still heavily entrenched here, High Command believes we can smash through if we commit everything to one big push. I have arranged for some heavy artillery support. Once the balloon is over a chosen target, the artillery can be ordered to commence its barrage. Our long-range artillery forces have only enough rounds for one attack, so the target must be chosen wisely.
Yasta 11 and I are here as well to lend support in the coming fight. Controlling the skies will help keep the enemy at bay, should they devote any flyers to this sector.
I've also managed to procure a shipment of armored fighting vehicles, or tanks as the English call them. We will hopefully get at least 10 of these, perhaps a few more, if we are very lucky. Freiherr von Richthofen, I wish you and these men the best of luck on this important mission.
Alright, so I need to really make sure the area is clear, so first thing I am going to do is send my flyers out, even though it is going to be a tough...
My flyers and I are available to help protect the artillery spotter balloon, which is vital to our victory. When the balloon is positioned over a fort, selecting a building inside the fort will call in a devastating one-time barrage from our special long-range artillery.
In this game, you can technically create your own civ from the ground up, so you could play as pretty much any civ you wanted. Okay, so... I can just get the... Come on, balloon, get it.
Our target is marked.
There we go.
Commence the shelling.
Shelling commenced. And time to send the Baron back. Alright, we will stop that. We did lose a bomber out of it, but...
Congratulations. In view of your bravery, the High Command has awarded you 4 medals. I have here the St. Henry's Military Order, the Imperial Order of the Iron Cross, the Order of the Royal House of Oldenburg, and the Griffin Cross.
Thank you, sir. And extend my thanks to our people who suffer so much so that we may fight.
Alright, now that we've gotten one of the 3 forts...
will cheer the hearts of the people. But keep a sharp eye, Manfred. There is talk amongst the Allied POWs that a special squad of flyers is being assembled to exterminate you.
We can build cavalry if we want, but cavalry in Verdun is, yeah, probably going to go as well as you might expect. So instead, we'll prioritize getting some that going. Fully upgrade that. I mean, the spotter balloon's pretty much done its job. I don't need to worry about it much, so just keep upgrading these. And now what I want to prioritize is more snipers with more artillery. Plan is simple. Use the artillery to smash through the... use the snipers to spot things, use the artillery to smash things that the snipers spot. Simple enough. And I will also need, of course, some food, so once that is done and we've gotten that upgraded to a town center.
Ready? Okay. How can I help? Ready? Okay. How can I help?
Alright, granary is... that looks like a good spot. There we are.
How can I help? Right away.
Ready? Okay.
Basically, StarCraft 2 Ghost Strats. Yeah, basically.
Right away.
Although there is one cornerstone I still need to deal with if I want to make this work, and that being We'll upgrade their speed a little bit, but their main priority is going to be their ability to reach out and touch things as well. What we need to do is make sure, because the big problem is going to be the French aircraft are going to be making it a very tough mission for us. Okay, so we'll have this be group there.
Yes, sir.
I could potentially build more aircraft. Fighter bombers, yes please.
Go ahead. We are under attack.
And this is why we set up, this is why an air force is needed. Okay. We'll get the Baron out. Because right now we need something to deal with these planes. Having a hero aircraft is kind of unique, I will admit. Alright, so let's see what else we can spot with this while we're out here. Lots of barbed wire, lots of fighters. Actually, what I really need, apparently, is some good old-fashioned anti-air support. So, we can build partisans, which do actually offer a counter, which are a counter to aircraft. Not a very good counter, but a counter nevertheless. Fortunately, we are running a little low on food, so actually we need to prioritize a little bit differently.
Your command?
We are under attack.
How may I serve? So be it. Now bring that down. How may I serve? So be it.
There we go. That should be plenty. Now, what I need is a little bit more food, of course, so prioritize that. I do need gold, so this is going to be getting priority.
We are under attack.
Clearly, we need to also get some more
How may I serve?
dudes here as well. Okay.
Command?
We are under attack.
Now rue the dead.
We have a decent amount of fighters, I think, for the most part. No, we don't, actually. We have bombers is what we have. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hyperdimension Bliss says some counter is better than no counter. Yep. We need to set up another machine gun. Now they're going to keep peppering away at the barbed wire, which is alright. Let them. We just need to... There we go.
Yes, Commander.
I don't think the French actually build bombers in this mission. They just build fighter bombers. So we just need to really focus on something to deal with that. While we're at it, okay, now that we've gotten the supplies there, or the citizens trained,
Right away.
we can now send them there. That's good. That's good.
How may I serve you?
A little bit more food, and that should be good as well. So what I need... Oh, I'm not even able to build AA guns. That's a problem.
Okay.
So, genuinely, my only counter is the fighter bombers. And the partisans. Okay.
Ready.
We are under attack. We are under attack. Standing by.
Oh, I need to upgrade these guys. Okay. That should be good. And now I can actually start using some of my bombers. I'll use that to delete that.
We are under attack. Waiting orders. Roger. Go ahead. Affirmative. We are under attack. How may I serve? Hell rue the day.
Alright. So now that we've dealt with those defenses... Ooh, nice. So some more pillboxes have been dealt with. We can actually, I guess, use the bombers now to simply just smash our way through here, and that should give us the opening we need.
How may I serve? Hell rue the day. Standing by. Affirmative. We are under attack.
Ready.
Get ourselves another...
Right away.
Standing by. Affirmative.
Alright.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. We are under attack. We are under attack.
Alright, so we need some more partisans, this time placed here. Should give us 10, that should be plenty for the task.
We are under attack. Standing by. We are under attack. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. We are under attack. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack.
You sent medics out when there's artillery blasting away? Fall back, fall back, fall back. Ow. Well, we can't. Well, we have at least dealt with the artillery that's located over there, so I can go ahead and get more artillery built on my end, and that should hopefully fix the problem. There we go.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Pretty sure that plane is going to have something there at spotting force, so we or that spotter balloon. So let's shoot it down. Alright. Well, we still have 3 artillery pieces left from this little battle, so we can go pull back, heal them up,
Standing by.
get more snipers out.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
And we've pretty much gutted most of their defenses at this stage.
Waiting orders.
So we'll have these guys go try to delete something over here. If they can manage it. Not quite.
We are under attack.
Alright, now that this is all good to go, this should be an easy mission now. All we have to do is just make sure not to get caught by enemy artillery or something. We'll also delete that enemy spotter balloon just in case. In fact, I'll hold these guys back for now.
Affirmative. We are under attack.
Tanks! Oh dear. I did not expect that. And there goes most of my artillery.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, well, fair enough, I guess.
We are under attack.
They're making a push in the north, and why are you running towards the enemy?
On your command.
I'll just build some more stone there. Okay, you were supposed to delete the spotter balloon so the artillery wouldn't do that, but...
Waiting orders.
Oh, not quite. There we go. This guy is going to delete this.
Affirmative.
And you are going to go further down and delete the artillery. There we go. So there is more artillery, maybe. Come on. Nope, just missed it.
Roger. Affirmative.
Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can get to this position here at least. Come on. Good. There we go. Problem solved. Now I can push forward. Except I can't because there's another tank there.
We are under attack. We are under attack. Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. Now we can push forward.
We are under attack.
More tanks. Oh, okay. Let's see. I have a decent...
Ready. Okay.
So they are attacking my iron supplies. Good to know. Oh well.
Ready, sir. Sir.
I'll just deploy some anti-air or anti-tank guns here, so they don't make a nuisance of themselves constantly.
Standing by. Sir, yes.
And you can delete this finally.
We are under attack.
Err.
Waiting orders. Standing by.
At least we've made it into their base proper now. So we can take out this fort and make our job a little bit easier.
We are under attack.
Alright, we'll go ahead and attack their siege factories. There we go. Whole bunch of tanks. Fall back, fall back, fall back. There we go. At least they took out the... Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, supplies have increased now, so we can try sending more. Except we can't because we need wood. Oh, okay. Well, good thing I have a reasonable amount of... Actually, we'll just do that. That should fix the problem. Okay.
Standing by. Sir, yes, sir.
So Fort Vaux here is mostly taken. They did shoot our plane down, which is unfortunate.
Alfred, the German people have demanded that we reward you still further. The High Command has therefore conferred the Hessian-Philipps Order, the Order of the Iron Crown, and the Saxe-Coburg-Gotha Medal for bravery. Not only that, the King of Bulgaria has awarded you the Bulgarian Order of Military Valor.
These trinkets are all well and good, but what reward is there for those dying on the battlefields below?
Do not concern yourself with such things, Manfred. Each man has his place and duty. It is enough for those on the battlefield to know that they die in service to their country.
Well, the French are making a major push, but it's not quite working. I obviously, however, need more partisans made. It's a darn shame those tanks took them all out. Alright, so... Oh dear. Alright, now that we've gotten that, I think it is actually a good idea to take the game's advice and start building up. If for no other reason than to at least have an area to push from.
We are under attack. How may I serve thee? Your command will rue the day.
Sometimes I wish I could... Oop. Sometimes I wish I could actually set the default mode that your units spawn on in terms of their aggressiveness and set them to just stand grounded as the default. But that's a nitpick issue. Okay, now that we've gotten that, we can go ahead and build ourselves a siege factory. And then, of course, finally a barracks, and then we should be good to go.
How may I serve you? So be it. Your command will rue the day.
There we are.
So be it. How may I serve you? I'll rue the day. How can I help?
And that goes a large chunk of their little air force.
Your command, so be it. How may I serve you that day?
Might actually send some dudes here. There we go.
How may I serve you that day? So be it.
Alright, now that the hospital is built and all that, we are pretty much golden on that front.
Standing by. Sir, yes, sir.
I am kind of curious, however, to see what sort of
Your command, that day.
stuff they're going to have
So be it.
in the final fort there.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
So they have a tank.
Sir, we are under attack.
And the tank is coming for us.
We are under yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, so tank deleted. Good. Now they do have fighter planes.
Yes, sir.
And here they come again with more troops. Okay. I definitely need to have something to start countering these tanks. That worked. Unfortunately, here comes some fighter bombers, so yeah, I definitely need partisans instead. I'll send my planes in. Hopefully they'll be able to delete this.
Ready right away.
Alright, so we got some partisans going.
Okay.
Oh dear, here comes a tank. And they sent artillery, hooray! Because misery loves company. Well, there goes my little forward base. That's unfortunate, but I can work with this for now. They're going to keep attacking it for a while, and that should delay them, I guess. Let's see. I just need to make the final push to here, and I've got it. That's all I have to do. Okay. And then we finally need some anti-tank guns. And while at it, I need to expand my pop there. All right.
Your command, I'll rue that day. We are under attack. We are under attack.
Nice. So we've dealt with that, which is good to know. Ooh. We do need to repair that. Alright. Oh, we reached pop cap. That's a problem.
Your command. I'll rue that day.
Yeah? Mine coming down.
We are under attack. So be it.
Yeah? Jawohl. Mine coming down. Yes, sir. Yeah?
We are under attack.
Mine coming down.
Alright, I think we are ready.
Yes, sir. Yeah?
Let's make a push into here.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
And hopefully that'll give us access to... hopefully it won't be too heavily defended there, which means we'll then be able to make our push finally into the final fort here, and that should be mission done.
How can I help?
Probably could actually go ahead and build another hospital here just for the sake of it.
So be it. Yes, sir. Under attack. Yes, sir.
Are you kidding me, game? No. Fall back.
So be it. We are under attack.
Mine coming down.
I'll rue that day.
And we got ambushed, apparently.
I'll rue that day.
Okay, so there is an artillery piece somewhere that shot us.
Standing by.
I don't know where, but it... There.
We are under attack.
I mean, at least the snipers are able to still mess these guys up, but that's not... There he is. There they are.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, that was annoying.
Yes, sir. We are under attack. Yes, sir.
No, you don't follow them.
Sir, yes, sir.
Alright, I'll just fall back.
We are under attack. Sir, we are under attack.
Alright, now I can go ahead, build this, and that should finally be the end there. How many bombers do I have? Alright, so I'll use one bomber to destroy that. And hopefully that'll allow me to gain control of the skies over here, and that should be good.
How may I serve? Yes, sir.
There we are.
We are under attack. Your command. So be it.
Already, sir.
I'll rue that day.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Could have sworn I ordered one of these planes to attack that, so I don't know what happened.
We are under attack.
Oh, that happened. I see. At least now we can kind of clear that place, though. which is what is apparently needed to be able to finish this mission.
Yes, sir. Under attack. Ready, sir. And more. We're under attack. Standing by. We're under attack. Ready, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, now all we have to do is just get straight to it, and ooh, we got ourselves another one too, even.
We're under attack.
Just hold position for now, and now we should actually be able to...
Affirmative.
What?
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by. Ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, once the snipers heal up, then we can move forward, and then finally we can get to that fort, hopefully. Should have... Okay, so that should have removed their...
Sir, yes, sir.
And that should be good. There we are.
Ready, sir. So be it.
Nope, you're going this way.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Hell rue the day. We're under attack. Ready, sir. So be it. Ready, sir. Standing by. Ready, sir.
Alright, now we are good.
Hell rue the day. Affirmative. Ready, sir. 10-4. Sir? Yes, sir. Ready, sir. Standing by. Ready, sir.
There we go.
So be it. Sir? 10. So ready, sir. Standing by. Sir, yes, sir. We're under attack. We're under attack. Sir? Hell rue the day.
And they keep ambushing the artillery yet again. Okay. Unfortunately for the tanks, I have a hard counter. And so, yeah. Fall back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Standing ready, sir. So be
Alright, so now we should be able to make a push. Quentin Orocini says, hello there. Hey.
Sir, yes, sir. So be it. We're under attack.
Finally.
Standing by. Affirmative. Sir? Hell rue. Yes, sir.
There we go. Now, hopefully we can start. Finally.
Standing ready, sir. So be it.
There. So we finally got through. And we're now starting to do damage to this final fort here. If we can start actually destroying the buildings, that should hopefully help us out even further too. Alright. Oh, that's gotta go. That's gotta go bad. Well, they deleted that army again. However, we did breach the wall, and we have done a whole bunch of damage otherwise, so I think it is actually time to send in the tanks. And if we can get enough of them, hopefully we should be able to make a major push. With just good old-fashioned infantry and tanks, we should be able to muscle our way straight through. That's the plan. Oh.
Yes, Commander.
I want these tanks to have the most health possible, so they're also going to get a lot of armor. Alright, now that we've dealt with that, and of course my infantry decide to run out to face them singly. Oh well. There we go. I'd say that attack was a disaster for them, at least, so... There we go. Alright, so our infantry are fully upgraded already, so all it takes is just us with our tanks to really do the deed in.
Mine coming down.
Yeah, I'm going to be reaching pop cap on the with the infantry and tanks in no time.
Go ahead.
We're under attack. Mine coming down. We're under attack.
I'll actually go ahead and spend my first points, of which I have quite a few, in getting the pop cap up. There we go.
I've been informed that we cannot requisition more tanks. Try to take care of the ones we still have, as they are now irreplaceable.
which is why I have them all in one major swarm with infantry support. So we are really going to be messing them up once we get into the actual fighting. And there we have it. We are now at pop. And the insanity is really going to kick in. And by the way, did I mention that German tanks in this game counter the regular tanks? Because they're apparently treated as two completely different unit classes. So with this swarm, we should be more than capable of dealing the killing blow on the French Fort Seville here, and we should be good. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, oh, look, there's the enemy artillery that messed us up last time. Gotta deal with the enemy artillery quickly. It's over here, okay. We still have most of our tanks from the looks of it, so oh, another artillery piece. Okay. More artillery. Lots more. Okay. Did they seriously destroy all of our troops? Oh, well. We at least destroyed most of their artillery, so that's not actually very much help. What I can do is keep... What do I want to do now? Well, I'm going to need some more artillery if I want to really make the push again. I'm going to need lots of infantry. Yeah, this mission can be a little bit of a slog, unfortunately. Maybe I should have actually had the Fort Seville be my first target, because they are just spamming us with artillery. I mean, I did make a major push, so maybe, just maybe, with these troops I can destroy this here. Oh, we can actually attack this for all the way over.
Ready, sir. Yeah. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Alright. RD plus sniper. Yep, I've been doing that repeatedly, and it has gotten me to here, but they counter with tanks. Honestly, I probably should just do a whole lot of snipers and hope that I can just punch straight through with raw damage output. Oop. All right.
Right away. Yes, sir. We are under attack.
Yeah, I know, Quentin. This mission's turning into a bit of a slog.
Affirmative. Sir, yes,
All right, here we go. Now.
we are under attack. We are under attack.
Oh, that's what's giving us trouble.
Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, I can just delete that then. In fact, this will make the job a lot easier if I just have an opening.
Under attack. We are under attack.
There we go.
We are under attack. Yes, sir.
All right.
We are under attack. Affirmative.
Do I play Age of Empires 3? A little bit. Not that much. But you have recreated the mission. That's interesting. Okay, now that we've dealt with that, we can actually focus on this tower maybe, if we can. There we are.
We are under attack. Standing by. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
There, that solves that.
We are under attack.
And here comes the tanks to ruin the day.
Standing by.
Alright, well at least we now have snipers in position to hopefully sneak in and start wrecking the enemy siege factories. And once that's done, we can now finally start making our major push to... So, oh, infantry spam to kill us. Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's try moving over here, and this time staying out of line of sight.
Standing by. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir.
Alright. At least we've dealt with a few of their barracks or something, but that's not really a long-term way of dealing with this. Still.
Your target? To the sky! Under attack! We are under attack! We are under attack! We are under attack! Yeah. To the skies! Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. We are under attack. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Standing by. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, that should be enough snipers to hopefully seal the deal.
Standing by.
Because that's enough there that they shouldn't be able to simply outnumber us and defeat us that way. I'm pretty sure they'll even be able to defeat tanks with these kinds of numbers. And while we're at it, just for the sake of this mission, I want infantry to have infantry range. Here we are. They'll be faster, and they'll hit harder. And we'll even give them improved range. And you'll see the attack actually goes insanely high when you do this, because they now have a 50% boost over base damage, which is really, really good.
Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack. Sir, yes, sir.
No, ignore the pillbox.
Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, so let's assume there are some dudes in here, because there were last time.
Sir, yes,
Apparently not. Okay. Oh, here they come. Oh no!
sir, yes, sir.
Oh no.
Affirmative.
Okay, so those are aircraft that are going to give us a bad day if we are careless.
Sir, yes, sir.
And they have enough damage that they can even start messing up this tower here. So you know they're going to be able to really do a number on the enemy garrison once they get within range.
We are under attack.
Oh no, that's a bad thing. Alright, let's deal with that. Nope, nope, fall back, fall back, fall back. They have...
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, we've dealt with a good number of their defenses.
Sir, yes, sir.
The sniper spam seems to be working, although they do have artillery. But the artillery should be far enough away they're going to have to reposition if they really want to come to us. The aircraft, however, are going to still give us a bad day. So that gets us down to what? 2 buildings? If we can take out this barracks, that would give us 2 buildings left to deal with. I think we can do it. Just barely. Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Well, they took out the snipers, but the snipers did wreck most of it in the process. So given how close we are to winning at this point, all we need to do is just delete a few more buildings and we've got it. And I think once we get our snipers in place for one final hurrah, we should simply just send our infantry in, or our snipers in, then we'll send in the aircraft to cover them, and hopefully that'll seal the deal. Okay. So I'd say that's already 15 more or so, at least. This strategy is pretty intensive on gold, but
How may I serve your command? So be it. How may I serve? I'll rue that day. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
there we go.
Yes, sir.
Got one more wave of snipers spawning in, and that will do. Or one more sniper spawning in. And I should just have the air... As you can see, the snipers are so numerous that they are able to delete the enemy tanks. So now that we've stopped an enemy attack, let's go ahead, make our little push. We'll deal with the pillbox there just for the sake of it, I guess. And then we will head straight over, try to deal with what's left of the enemy defenses at this final fort here.
Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
All right, we are in a position now where we can send our Air Force in, and hopefully they will start showing up right around the time that my dudes start
Yes, sir.
into the fort proper. Unfortunately, there's a lot of enemy aircraft there. They sent their air cover to try to cut us off, which is...
Your target to the sky. Standing by. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
We are right there, too. That's the worst part. And
Yes, sir.
you know what? I'll instead do something a little bit different. We will do an infantry partisan spam.
Yes, sir.
And hope that the numbers of that will seal the deal. Because I apparently need something else. Okay. I'll give them the hit point bonus increase, so hopefully that'll also help. But that way we will actually be able to deal enough damage to hopefully... That should be enough to instantly get us going. Alright, now we've got one more major push ahead. Actually, we'll set them to a loose formation of sorts. That way, if they do start attacking us with artillery, they're going to not be able to hit us as easily. Or not as many of us as easily, so that should hopefully go a long way. Alright, we've deleted most of them, apparently. Oh, no, you don't. Alright, we are in a position now where we can start winning. Alright, they're now on the run, so it's now a simple matter of just clearing out the tents, and we should have it. Finally, there we go.
With the French force gone, the Verdun sector will soon be entirely ours. At long last, the months of horrible slaughter are over. What is this? Manfred, I have just received word that the intelligence reports are true. The finest English and French pilots have been gathered into one squadron for the sole purpose of shooting you down. We will have to deal with this threat if we are ever to secure this sector.
Alright, so, Pedro de Sa...
I am honored that our enemies deem me such a threat. Perhaps I will finally meet a worthy foe.
So Pedro de Sa asks, how did you manage to get this working on Windows 10? I used a Neo EE. So now we've gotten that settled. Let's give the Allies a very rude awakening. How, you may ask? Simple. We will spam this area with partisans. And so when they send out their little air force, they're going to be met with nothing but a hailstorm of just constant anti-aircraft fire. And it's going to be beautiful.
So be it. They'll rue the day.
So we've reached our pop cap. So these guys are going to...
So be it.
Oh, here they come. This is going to be funny.
Well done, Manfred. Once again, we rule the skies as well as the land in Verdun. And there is greater news as well. I have been informed that the Kaiser himself has approved the Orden pour le Mérite for you. The blue max you desired for so long is finally yours.
Well, well, well. Alright, let's see how long that mission took. I have a feeling it took quite a while. Yes, it did. Yeah, sorry about that. It was... Yeah. Alright, well, let's go to a different campaign for a little bit. So let's actually have some hilariously amazing fake French accents from the early part of the English campaign, shall we?
William stared through the thick of the trees, squinting his eyes in the early morning light to detect the enemies he knew were nearby. Motioning for his small band of men to follow, he slipped silently through the trees, moving forward, always listening, always watching. Torn from his rightful place as heir to the Dukedom of Normandy, William had been forced to remain in secret for years, outcast and rejected. But now the time had come to return, to make his presence known throughout all of Normandy. William was ready to seek revenge for the injustice done to him by Lord Tustaine, Governor of Falaise. He would have Normandy, and perhaps even more.
Alright, some of the hints here. First stop should be to the village east of your starting location, okay? Use them to purchase improvements for your units, as you will surely need them once combat begins. Yep, but don't forget you can use William's battle cry in combat when things are going badly. Mm-hmm.
My father's old friend is master of a village east of here. Perhaps he can help us.
At your service. service. Yes, my lord. My lord. My ally.
All right.
At your service. My ally.
Actually, I'll have him be Group 1, and the rest of them can be Group 2.
Enemy archers lie ahead. The path to the Dutium shall start here.
Now, since William is actually a tactical hero, if I remember correctly, or a tactician, he can actually heal your units, which is really useful, and he also gets the battle cry. You also have a second hero type called the warrior hero, who basically is just really, really good at fighting.
My ally. Saxon dogs. My lord. Swordsman, forward.
Alright, so now that we've gotten that dealt with, let's go ahead.
What be your business in our fair town?
I am William, the rightful Duke of Normandy. During King Henry's invasion, Lord Tustein sought to take what is mine by birthright. I come to you to make a plea for assistance. If you consent to help, I shall reward you handsomely when I am Duke.
Very well, young William. You shall have our help, and may God be with us.
The fake French accents are hilarious in this game. I love how William's voice actor basically sounds like...
We are growing stronger. I know of another town, far to the northwest of here, that may also pledge their support.
William's voice actor sounds like Cartman from South Park doing his best French accent. I shall reward you handsomely when I am Duke.
With all my heart. Dogs. Yes, my lord.
What do you guys think?
Swordsman, forward. Saxon dogs. With all my heart. Sire, my ally. Saxon dogs.
Alright, so we'll keep moving north.
All my heart. My ally. Saxon dogs. Sire, swordsman, forward. Yes, my lord. Death to the heathens. We pause it down. Pikemen, forward. We
Alright, so we'll...
yes, my lord. All honor and glory.
Finney and Davey says the voice actors sound like they're honestly sound like they're having a lot of fun in this game. I agree. I really do agree.
Help us. We are beset by bandits.
Well, let's go ahead and help them. Alright, there we go.
Thank you, young lord, for saving our town. We have little to offer in return for your gallant rescue. But please accept this sword, painstakingly forged by our blacksmith. It is the finest blade in all Normandy, and I'm sure you'll have use for it. Take whatever else you need. Our town is yours.
Nice. Now we do have a few new units, specifically crossbows, who are essentially this era's equivalent of snipers. The problem is they are not stealth, but otherwise they function pretty much the same.
Swordsman, forward. Saxon dogs. Yes, my lord. Swordsman, forward.
We have more bandits or someone from the looks of it north.
Saxon dogs. With all my heart. Death to the heathens. We pause it. Under attack. Yes, my lord. Death to the heathens. We pause it down. Okay, my lord. Pause it down. Yes, my lord. On honor and glory. My ally. Pause it down. Sire. Death to the heathens. Pause it down.
You are the one they call William? We have heard of your plight and pledge our support to you. The future Duke.
Alright, so this should give
Now
us...
we are strong enough to cross the river and enter the city of Falaise.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, yeah, we have a decent sized army, I think, for what it's worth.
Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. Honor and glory. My ally. Pause it ground. Okay, my lord. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. Okay, my lord. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. My ally. Pause it ground. For honor and glory. My ally. Pause it ground. Death to the heathens. With all my heart.
Actually, we need to get into position here. Those crossbowmen are really showing their worth on this. Pedro de Sa says, yeah, the voice acting in EE is legendary. And for good reason. I think this might be the point in the game. Death to the heathens, yep.
The bridge looks well guarded, but with enough men, we should be able to take it.
Alright.
Attack with sharpened steel. For honor and glory. With all my heart. Death to the heathens.
This is the road to Falaise. We are nearly there.
Swordsman.
Away with you! Outsiders are not to be allowed access to the city. Now be gone, they're prepared to fight.
So we have met French Team Rocket, apparently. And French Team Rocket is blasting off again.
Death to the heathens.
Now that we have entered Falaise, we must secure the mayor's help.
Okay,
Come,
my lord.
we shall speak with him.
Young William, such a surprise to see you in Falaise. Of course, I shall be glad to place my town at your disposal.
We know that Toustain has retreated to his castle stronghold directly north of here. He has a large army and many defenses. To breach his fortifications, we will need siege weapons and an army of our own. To raise a large enough army, we need additional resources. We will have to scour the countryside for them.
Alright, simple enough. And now we got our full town here.
To the heathens. Yes? Yes, my lord.
Yes?
Right way.
Now, we could actually build ourselves
Okay.
a granary, hopefully, and that'll give us access to some easy food for the time being.
My lord, a skilled engineer reportedly lives in the south. He is experienced in the construction of siege engines and may be able to supply us with some.
Yes? Yes.
Okay, so we need some wood. Actually, there's wood right out here.
Okay.
So I'll get some of that.
Yes, my lord. We. Swordsman, forward. Pikemen, forward.
There we are. And hopefully that'll give us... Once we head south, we should be able to run into this guy here, and that'll be easy.
Forward. With all my heart. For honor and glory. With all my heart. Death to the heathens. With all my heart. For the throne.
In need of siege weapons,
all
eh?
my heart.
Well, I have many available. Only 500 stone apiece. Make your selection, good sir.
For honor and glory.
So we're going to need stone.
With my honor. We are under attack.
Oop.
For the throne. Pause it ground. For the throne.
I know there's a stone deposit somewhere around here.
With all my heart.
You don't have enough stone for that. I can't be giving my goods away.
With all my heart.
Is this it? I think it is.
This looks like a gold mining operation. It seems well defended, but perhaps we can seize it.
Alright, we have plenty of wood now to start getting some citizens recruited.
With all my heart.
And yeah, it is pretty well defended, unfortunately, so...
Forward. We are under attack. With all my heart. For honor and glory. Attack with yoke and steel. That's a dog. Yes, my lord. Sire. With all my heart. Aye, aye. That's a dog. With all my heart. Aye, aye.
With the defenses destroyed, the gold is ours for the taking.
Okay.
Yes. Right way. My lord. Death to the heathen. Aye, aye. Cause it ground.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Right way.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right away.
Alright, there we go. That should cover that.
Yes, my lord. For honor and glory. Oui. Yes, my lord. Northward, forward. Death to the heathens. Yes, my lord. With all my heart. My lord.
Alright, now that we've gotten our food supply in check, now's a good time to head back up north, and we'll simply start reacquiring some more goodies.
At your service.
Once I fully upgrade these guys also, it's going to be even better.
Yes.
And... perfect. Now, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice town center built up, and once it is, we will be all set to go.
Death to the heathens.
Alright. See if I can find some stone, which should hopefully be to the
For honor and glory.
east here.
With all my heart. Death to the heathens.
It is an ambush. We must fight.
With my honor. Death to the heathens. We are under attack. With all my heart. For honor and glory.
Looks like this is where we're going to get our stone, hopefully.
With all my heart.
Greetings to you.
Okay,
So it
my
be
lord.
resources you are needing, eh? Well, we will give you all that we have.
My honor.
So I can get 3 trebuchets.
Thank you for your business. Would you care to purchase another? Thank you for your business. Would you care to purchase another? Thank you for your business. Would you care to purchase another?
We only, I think, will need 3 of these things. Their main job is, of course, going to be to knock down buildings and walls and things like that. And we should be good as far as that's concerned. Can we populate this? Yes. Awesome. So we can actually upgrade both our iron and gold gathering, which is nice.
Yes? Right way. At your service.
Alright, so I think we can... Oh, not quite. Oh, now we can. So we can fully upgrade the attack on these guys. We can improve the health on these guys, which is excellent. Our plan is going to be to try to get these... everyone fully upgraded before we take on the... all the stuff in the north there.
At your service. Yes, my lord. Oui, yes, my lord. Yeah.
Right away.
So I'm going to focus on prioritizing the knights for now. Give them extra shock armor. There we go. Or I could give them extra shock armor or pierce armor. Just in case I run into more swordsmen, I guess I'll give them the shock armor upgrade, which will make them even more hilariously effective against those guys.
Yes, my lord. My lord.
I will give you one more upgrade, and I guess I could upgrade his defense against arrows, which would be nice.
Yes, my lord.
And once this guy is good again, we'll... there we go.
Yeah. Yes. At your service.
Alright, so our army is pretty much fully upgraded with the exception of the trebuchets, but that's fine. So we'll head north. Our numbers aren't particularly great, but they don't have to be if they're fully upgraded.
Swordsman, forward.
And with William healing them, that should make the task even easier. I could take priests just to start converting units as well, alternatively.
Yes, my lord. Death to the heathen, my lord. Aye, aye, aye. Pause it down.
Okay, so the towers can actually can match us for range. So we will actually upgrade our range, and that should give us the advantage there. Especially once we can upgrade it again. It does look like, fortunately, William can improve or can heal him. I just need one more wood. Come on. There we go. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Well, that was easy. Now we'll just delete that. Make sure my goal is to... Yep, our goal is to attack the stronghold, so we can destroy it, or should destroy it.
To the heathens. Yes, my lord. My ally, Saxon dogs. My lord, with all my heart. Death to the heathens. We're under
There
attack.
is the keep. Onward.
Swordsman,
Victory
forward.
is close at hand.
Overthrow.
We'll just delete that.
My lord, my ally, Saxon dogs.
Make sure that my objectives aren't... Yep, it is to destroy it. Okay.
My lord, my ally, Saxon dogs. Pause and go. Saxon dogs. Pause and go.
The keep is in ruins. Tustein has been defeated.
Good, excellent. Now, with that out of the way, awesome. Alright, I think that is a good stopping point. Let's see how we did. We did the best military. Of course, Normandy did the best economy-wise, and we did the best society. Okay. Alright. Not too lengthy of a battle, but lengthy enough, I suppose. Anyways, like I said, this is actually, in my opinion, a pretty good stopping point, so that's where I'm going to call the live stream today. In any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.